Hey guys, what's going on? It's that time of the week again, our weekly recap. It is March 15th, 2026. Let's get right into it. And we got to start with some really sad news, you guys. We lost a really good one today. Familiar Cow. I got a little story on this. Familiar Cow reached out to me 2 weeks ago and let me know that he was leaving. He was going over to Near Protocol. And this was hard for me. I was pretty sad. I didn't know what to say. And honestly, because this is a recap, it's got to be short. And there's no way I'm going to encapsulate what this guy means to the protocol and all the things he's done. But I got to do my best. And Familiar Cow could tell I was quite sad. He actually called me on the phone from the airport and we chatted for quite a while, and he explained his personal reasons why he has to make a transition. And I totally understand, guys. He's been with us for 6 years now, and he's been through thick and thin. I mean, he's made rune tools, and this alone has been probably one of the greatest things to basically give someone an introduction to THORChain to allow them to monitor the network, what's going on. And for the record, Cal said he's not fully leaving THORChain. He's going to be part of the community still, but he's just got to go on a professional, level. He's got to switch teams. And I totally understand his reasons for doing that. And it's hard, right? Because this is a guy, he's a brother. He's been through it thick and thin. I've met him in real life several times. Just a super awesome guy, super smart guy. And just a great Chad. When you have someone who's been through you on the hard times and they're leaving when, in my opinion, THORChain's never looked better, it sort of feels a little wrong because you want them to be there. You want them to be part of the team. But again, he technically is going to be there, right? He's just not in official capacity. But there is nothing I can say to fully encapsulate what Familiar Cow means to THORChain and all the things he's done. And we wish you the best of luck. And guys, please take a moment after you're done watching the recap just to reach out to Cal and let him know what a great guy is and that, you'll be missed and everything. And Familiar Cow, Tyler, you're a super great dude. And if you ever want to come back, this door is wide open for you, brother. So thank you. And in news relation to that, we did have a conversation with Chad Barefoot prior, Cal was primarily a biz dev, right? And so we do have, he is have a replacement for him. We also hiring 2 new developers as well. So, there's nothing wrong on the team level, but it's when you say replace, you really can't replace people, right? Like replacing Kenton or Chad or Coke or any of the node operators or any community member. Like you're all replaceable in your own way. You have your unique flair. You have your unique feeling in the community. And that's the power of community, right? So thank you, Cal, very much. We wish you the best. Take care, buddy. And with that, guys, hard to transition away from something like that, but let's get back to business here, you guys. THORChain.net. Volume has been pretty good this week. You guys know Sunday, it's, a little slower on Sunday. Nothing unusual there, but we had a lot of great things happen this week. Big thing here, guys. Messari Dashboard went live. Super cool. And for those who don't know, Messari is like an analytics site that's really good for institutional investors. Super powerful stuff. Really important people look for merit on Messari. And so THORChain being on Messari really adds a lot of legitimacy. Check this out, you guys. Look at this dashboard and look at this word up here. The world's leading Bitcoin DEX. That's kind of a sneak peek of where we're going for our tagline, right? Like we got to let the world know that when it comes to a DEX, there is only one, and that is THORChain for all your needs. Now, look at this. I mean, it's beautiful. All of this information here, you're going to have very important institutions look at this information, right? And this also harkens to ADR 23 that Boone did, right? If by reducing our total supply, we can also get this PE ratio lower, which is going to be really good. So reminder to the node operators and BPs, make sure you cast your vote for ADR 23 one way or the other, but we are very close to consensus and it's been pretty one-sided so far. So please vote accordingly, guys, so we can get this moving. But coming back to Messari, we have this site. It's beautiful. We also got a spotlight on there. So this has been going everywhere, you guys. It's just been getting a lot of love. Super cool. So shout out to the marketing team. Shout out to Kenton. You guys are doing a great job. And you guys, this is the very beginning. We've got a lot more planned, so we love it. Our boys are cooking on multiple fronts. Great job, guys. I cannot wait to see the results of this. And then transitioning, guys, to Thursday. We did talk about ADR 23, but there was so much information to cover here. Rapid swaps, limit swaps, stuck vault, treasury Hugan update. Always remember, you guys, if you don't have time to check out the whole live stream, you come down to the descriptions and Ray makes these breakdowns, and he makes them when he can, right? So, he does it for free. So don't crucify him if there's not when you check. But let's use his, right? Let's just use his TLDR. Super helpful. So, okay, guys, this is a big one. Rapid swaps targeting for Monday or Tuesday. And again, tentative with the date, guys. Don't crucify them if they're a little late. You never know. This has never been turned on before, okay? So allow the devs some wiggle room if they discover a bug. But this is a shout out to the arbitragers. You guys need to be paying attention to this, okay? This is huge. The first arbitragers to master rapid swaps are going to have a competitive advantage. So really, I just shout out to the arbitragers. Definitely check this out, because when we launch at a value of 2, which is the minimum value, that means our streaming swaps are going to be reduced in time length for 50%, because you're doing 2 blocks, or you're doing 2 swaps intra-block, right? So you're doing double the capacity, and that's just on the first value. And this is super powerful for other API aggregators like SwapKit, which they calculate swap time into their quote generation, right? And so by increasing not only the price execution of THORChain by other means, but when we decrease the time it takes to receive your funds, that can also make us really shoot up in the preferential list. So very, very powerful. And for example, like, hypothetically, that big swap, $30 million or whatever it was, I think it took 12 hours to execute, if I remember correctly. If ARBs had access to liquidity, they could have done it in 6 hours. And that's the first value. And also with zero confirmation as well, which is another whole other can of worms, they can get their liquidity faster. So you guys, such good things are happening on THORChain. I could go on and on. Hugin caught a big exploit. It's just only half of the exploit, but it caught it, right? And so when the auditing firm said that they caught the exploit, we already did. So this saved us a lot of money on the bug bounty program. So shout out to Hugin. Shout out to Chad Bareford as well for getting on the ball. It's like, man, this guy thinks ahead. We got such a great dev and Chad Bareford. You guys don't know how blessed we are. And of course, Messari, we talked about that. ADR 23. Got to vote, you guys. And then 3.1748 already merged, 18 more pending, targeting April 3 cut. Hugin's working, you guys. Super bullish. You got to love it. And then to talk about the stuck vault. So we've had this problem where we have a slight solvency issue of a few cents that will hold up a churn, like one vault. It's always like usually a different asset too. It seems to be random, but you can have a few cents or a few dollars hold up a multi-million-dollar protocol. It makes absolutely no sense. So what's so cool is they did a patch, and to make it very clear here, this will fix a bug that's causing churn to be unable to finish. So if you have a solvency issue of like $10 or less, now the protocol is just going to subsidize it, get it migrated, get it churned, just to get things moving. It's ridiculous that amount of money will hold up. And Chad also said that he can put Hugin on this task to figure out nuance, like go in the weeds of why these weird little insolvencies happen. But they've been happening for years now. It's not a big deal, but now, hopefully, we don't have to worry about this, or at least it'll be an extremely rare phenomenon. So great job. Shout out to the devs. We also talked to the Zano kids here, the beautiful Zano ecosystem. These guys are freaking awesome, you guys. So Gonzalo down here, he talked about why he got involved in privacy. And for those who don't know, Zano is basically CryptoNote, but it's a fork. It is they've been working on it for 10 years. A very powerful tech, ring signatures, the whole thing. But he couldn't get a bank account, and he was being basically economically harmed in his own country due to the state, right? And so that's why he's in our industry, like a free and prosperous world. This is exactly our ethos, you guys. So we talked about a lot, but I think an integration of Zano, just me speaking personally here, makes a lot of sense. And what's really cool is they produced an update, or I'm sorry, an update's coming in 2 to 3 months. It's going to be gateway addresses. Okay, and gateway addresses basically make the integration of Zano, which again is like CryptoNote, integration into DEXs much more simple. And so this is very important. They're putting forth a lot of effort, because right now people can't really buy Zano all that easy. Like I asked Quentin down there, the head of marketing, how do you buy Zano? And he had to give this long-winded answer. And that's not his fault, because there's really not a lot of options, right? Right now, the best option is probably Cake Wallet, right? They allow you to swap into Zano with no KYC, but let's make this easy for them, right? Let's give them the ability to tell people, hey, if you want Zano, go to THORChain. And then also Cake Wallet can use THORChain as well. So shout out to the Cake Wallet guys, though, for giving an option, at least these people. So, but guys, this was a fantastic conversation. These guys are great. This got me very bullish and very excited. I love these boys. So definitely check out this one. Shout out to the community. Last week, we highlighted a community node, right? And you guys responded. We had some bond providers add 11,000 rune to this new community node. And this is so great, you guys. And for those who don't remember, community nodes are these new node operators. We're trying to increase the decentralization of the network. So if you are a bond provider with another node, remember you can bond provide to multiple nodes with the same address. If you've got some spare rune, I think it's worth some time and some effort to give it to these node operators so they can get established, right? So they can churn in and stay churned in. We have really no official mechanism to help our new node operator. So we kind of have to make it a community initiative. So again, call out to the audience. If you've got some spare rune, please consider doing a community node. And once they get established, we're going to get new community nodes and just get a fresh blood, right? And we are planning to add more nodes. We only have one right now, but this is a new primitive, guys. So please help out our community nodes if you can. Really appreciate it. And thank you to the people who already have. Great job, guys. And also, we had a video released showing people how to bond your rune, right? So if you are interested in bonding your rune, you're not so sure, we have a video that breaks down the process on a granular level. And we also made a video prior to this explaining what churning is, churning in and out, right? And what it means to be a bond provider and how it all works. So the links are in the description down below. We break it all down for you guys. So please check out these resources or forward them to someone who is new and maybe interested in bonding their rune. Very powerful resource we made there. Let's go to Rujira, you guys. Okay, so I talked about rapid swaps and all this stuff. You guys, okay, this version 1.2 upgrade that's going live, this is freaking nuts, okay? This is basically, keep it super high level, where the app layer is going to be able to arbitrage the base layer with secured assets, and this is so freaking powerful, you guys, and anyone can participate in this. Wow, super credible, and this synergizes with rapid swaps as well. And you guys, I fully don't even understand how powerful this is. Like, I'm trying to model it in my brain. I don't know. We're going to have to do a live stream or a separate video with the Ruji kids and really break this down. But this is so powerful, you guys. So again, shout out to the arbitragers. You need to be paying attention not only to rapid swaps, but what's happening on the app layer too. This is just game changing. This is a 0 to 1. We have permissionless access to exogenous assets in layer 1 pools that are decentralized, and people can access them in a permissionless, non-KYC manner and be at the full helm of just being a market maker for this. It's just so powerful. And moving on, you guys, some concentrated liquidity as well. This is coming. You guys, tighter spreads, deeper order books, better pricing for traders. This is a 0 to 1. This is 0 to 1. There are things like this that exist elsewhere, similar in structure, but the first principles are completely different. There is nothing like this, you guys. Super awesome. So definitely check this out. Moving on here, guys. Talk about Thordex. So Thordex had a hard launch. They are live and they currently have a bug bounty. And this is a simple bug bounty. All you have to do is go to their interface, click around, see if you find some quirks, some things that they can improve. And if they like your suggestion, they'll give you about 20 bucks a rune. That's a pretty good freaking deal, you guys. And if you're wanting to get, more involved in the community, this is a great way to do it. Show a little initiative, put your neck out there, try to do things, try to break things. I mean, to use Coke, an example, that's how Coke, got involved. He started making videos for free. He did a little fellatio on the side and now he's got a job, right? That's all it is. Just a little effort goes a long way. So, and for those who don't know, Thordex is also the decentralized swap API. So we talked about this, I think, 2 weeks ago in Thursday of making the interface for THORChain decentralized. So there's no central attack vector. Well, the team behind Thordex was already working on that issue in secret, and they have now released this. So what incredible timing. Our community is always thinking ahead. And if we can have absolutely everything of THORChain, and I do mean absolutely everything decentralized, that's going to make THORChain so much more powerful, you guys. There is nothing like THORChain. We really are DeFi. I mentioned in the Saturday space, I think DeFi now needs to have a firm definition. And I think things like THORChain, Maya Protocol, the app layer, this is the real DeFi. Guys, remember, we have a meetup on Las Vegas. Now, we had a previous RSVP last week, but we didn't realize it was actually asking for phone numbers, and we don't want people to give their information. So we made a separate RSVP. So if you did it last week, please do it again. And this one's so much simple, you guys. All you got to do is just say you're coming, put your name. You don't need any more information. Guys, this is going to be a really fun meetup in Las Vegas, or BTC Las Vegas, April 26th. We might do it on Monday, because that's the day where a lot of, like, you know, the high profile people go. The tickets are much more expensive. So I think people are going to show up on Monday. And that's when this party probably should happen. But let us know, right? We're going to go with what the majority consensus says. But guys, if you can come, please come. There is nothing like meeting people in real life and talking about THORChain in the flesh with people all day, all night. It is the best feeling in the world. You cannot have these conversations literally anywhere else, because this is such a niche field. It's such a niche idea, such a complicated topic, but it's not complicated for us, right? Because we understand. So if you want to bond and meet people, I cannot emphasize how powerful this is. And this is usually when the needle really moves forward for THORChain, because we all get together and we all start hashing things out. Such a fun time, you guys. So please, if you come, I'm begging you to come. I want to meet you. I'll be there. Kenton will be there. You can see the people who are going to be there. I think Chad might even go as well. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's going to try and go. So a lot of cool people are going to be there, you guys. So come, please come. Okay. And that's going to wrap up this week's recap, you guys. Always remember, anything we talk about on this is not financial biases. It's education and informational purposes only. So if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be having a lot more information coming out, guys. We have all kinds of videos planned. You're going to love what we're going to come out with. So stay tuned. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.